That ain't working.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Funny for Nothing podcast. I'm Kevin Tienken. This is Bruce Gray. We got a great show for you today.
Thanks for listening, folks. Appreciate you guys. Rate, review, subscribe. Help us out. Leave a review. Go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe. It's all got great stuff on there. Full video, clips, the whole thing. Funny for Nothing on Instagram. Clips every day, all the time. You got it. Send us a question to funnyfornothingpod@gmail.com. Questions and concerns, comments, anything you need. Not 100% sure. I believe that as of this coming out, I will have released a full set over on Don't Tell Comedy on YouTube. Do me a favor. Send that to somebody. Watch it. Like it. Leave a comment.
Leave ridiculous comments. Anything.
Anything. Over on Don't Tell Comedy's YouTube page. Full set, I believe about 12 minutes of just great comedy. But I would really appreciate it. Check that out. Send it to somebody. Tell somebody. Tell anybody. Who gives a fuck?
We got Bryan Vokey on the pod today. Good friend. Classic couch, off the rails. Lots of bleeping. It's everything you want.
Absolutely. Great pod. Great guy. Kevin, what do you got? Anything else?
Yeah, I got some stuff. You'll go follow on Instagram at Kevin Tienken. You can see all my dates on there and things like that, and all the other podcasts that I'm doing and all that good stuff. Come say hi to me at the Improv. I'm working there.
Terrific. Funnyfornothingpod@gmail.com. Send over an email. Anything you want to say. Love you guys. Enjoy the episode.
That's the way to do it.
I was just talking yesterday with Kelly's dad about the challenge. Oh, yeah, Sally Ride? You heard about this? No, Sally Ride wasn't on the Challenger. Sally Ride wasn't on the Challenger.
She's dead though, right? Didn't she explode?
No, she died of natural causes on the Challenger. No, she died. She was
the Challenger was mentally challenged astronauts.
Yeah. No, dude, the Challenger.
That's the real challenge.
But dude, the Challenger. That's the real challenge. The Challenger was like the first thing in like civilian air travel. That was like supposed to be the big thing. Is it was supposed to be the first rocket to like go up and land. Like, obviously, they land in, like, a capsule in the ocean or whatever. But it was supposed to go up and then land, like, normal. And it was supposed to be a whole thing. Where
because there was a teacher
There was a teacher on there.
Was Sally Ride not the teacher?
No. Sally Ride's an astronaut. You're thinking of Kristen McCullough. Don't be talking shit about Kristen.
I love female astronauts.
Yeah. Kristen McCullough, she was a teacher, and then she like, won a lottery to go on there. Yeah. You know what people don't know is Big Bird. They wanted to get Big Bird's ass on the Challenger. But
From the show?
Who else?
Like
I didn't know if this was like a WNBA player.
No. Yeah, Birdman, the basketball player. What's his name?
Sue Bird.
With all the tattoos. No, they wanted to get as a cross promotion of some kind. They wanted Big Bird in there, but they couldn't fit the suit into specifications. It would have just been an astronaut in a Big Bird suit. Yeah, and they probably would have just put it on and taken it off.
They could have very easily done that. They just have to make a.
They also could have just put the costume in there.
Yeah. And be like, Big Bird's asleep.
Yeah, overdone the voice.
Or just the head in a window. Like, I don't know.
Like waving out like like it's
an animatronic.
Yeah, like a Home Alone, where it's like it's just waving back and forth.
Big Bird. Dirty rat. What does Big Bird sound like? You got a Big Bird?
No. I tried. I did think about it.
I don't know.
Hey, guys. Yeah. I don't know what. No, I don't even know what Big Bird sounds like.
I don't either.
I got it a little bit.
I didn't grow up on.
Isn't he like the?
You guys gonna?
No, it's like kind of a sweet, kind of higher pitched male voice.
Did your kids like Sesame Street?
No. Well, I mean, they didn't dislike it. We just didn't watch very much.
What was the big show when your kids? How old are your kids?
Well, they're 13 and 15 now.
What was their big, like, when they were, like, 8? What,
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yo Gabba Gabba was fire.
They loved Yo Gabba Gabba. We went to the live concert, twice.
No, my niece is similar in age.
I think I have some weed that's like that brand.
Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yeah, or it's called, like, Gabba Gabba.
You got Yo Gabba Gabba weed? It makes you jump around like a frog and sing. You know what I fucked with was out of the box. You fucked with Out of the Box?
No, I don't know that.
Damn, dude.
No, my mom
Gullah Gullah Island too.
My mom said I hated entertainment for children when I was
like you're watching Frasier.
Murder She Wrote. I loved.
Dude, Murder She Wrote is great.
I loved that when I was a kid.
I fucked with Chips heavy.
I never seen Chips.
Chips is awesome.
How were you watching Chips? It came out in the 70s.
It was. You ever heard of reruns, dude?
Man,
your whole life's a rerun, dude.
Hell, it really hurts my feelings.
I love Chips. I fucked with Barney for heavy. Barney. No,
were you a Teletubby guy?
No, I missed the cutoff. I was Arthur. I fucked with Arthur. Teletubbies came on either right before or after Arthur. I think right before, and I'd always be pissed as fuck because I was like, when the fuck is my dude coming on?
I
When is
liked,
Arthur
I liked
coming
Hey
through?
Arnold,
Yeah, Hey Arnold's good.
Power Rangers, and Bobby's World. Those were like the shows I liked as a little kid. Loved Power Rangers, but other than that, I didn't. I just wanted to watch wrestling. Wrestling
Yeah.
was all I cared about. Really,
There was an age where I was like, I remember vividly at an age where I would like really liked like Snow White, and then it shifted very quick to like wrestling and baseball tonight.
Yeah,
And
I was really like when I was probably from like 11 on. I was all about SNL and sketch comedy.
Oh,
and,
Sports Center too.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
my God.
Baseball Tonight. I
Yeah.
like Baseball Tonight more than Sports Center. I would be like mad about Sports Center because I'd be like, who gives a fuck about anything else?
About
in
hockey.
baseball? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's always also that time of year where it's like fucking.
Did you guys watch
everything
In
goes-
Living Color back in the day? Did you guys
No.
watch?
I
any of
watched
that?
it like after it was over.
Yeah,
Yeah. My
loved
parents
that.
blocked the channel.
I'm a
Really?
walking
They're
away.
Ain't nobody in my house
Yeah.
watching this stuff.
No, I didn't get into any of that shit. I didn't even get into like stand up really until I think I honestly got into stand up from watching fucking Live at Gotham on demand.
The first stand-up I got into was Kevin Meaney. Have you ever heard that guy?
Oh, yeah, of course.
We're not a tight pants family.
Yeah.
Take those tight pants off.
He's great.
My dad would play stand up, but I would because I've showed Brian many a times the classic album Rodney Carrington, Hanging with Rodney.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good
One
album.
of the best, probably maybe in my opinion, maybe the best stand up album of all time.
Carrington's really fucking funny.
Well,
Like,
he's lost his fucking marbles. Have you
Has
ever-
he?
Yeah, he's singing "Vote for Trump" songs and shit now.
well, you know,
Yeah.
guys got
His daughter's, I believe, married. His son, I
Did you say
believe.
guys got to pay the bills?
Yeah. We all got to do something. Oh damn
the
it!
wall.
Your shoe looked like it. Your ankle looked like it was completely twisted backwards for a second. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I'm all right. Let's get into the show
Bruce is
here,
awesome.
folks. Welcome to Funny for Nothing. I'm Kevin Tienken. That's Bruce Gray. Right next to us, our special guest Bryan Vokey. On today's show, we got Soupy. Brian's a gay activist.
Yeah, Brian. Let's hear what you've been up to.
Yeah, no, I just got back from the Gaza Strip. I threw myself in front of a tank.
That's what's
Thank
up.
God.
No, wait. Why'd you call me a gay activist for real?
No, I ain't just joking.
Okay.
Because being gay is funny.
You're like,
I was
are people talking about me?
I was like, do people know? No, I don't know. Whatever. What's up with you? I mean, your guest list fell off real quick. I was joking about that earlier.
Oh, you're
You went
the
from Ben Avery, famous podcaster, to Chris, who with his weird friend Ramsey. Chris, who has a Hulu show, who always brings a weird friend with him.
Yeah.
And then
The king
you
of the
went
weird friend.
Todd Glass, who's also the weird friend of
Yeah.
much more famous people.
And then
now me,
Yeah,
who's
we
your
figured
weird friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
But after this, we're gonna get Jackson, who's your weird friend, and then we're just gonna go Jackson's weird friend. That's what this whole entire thing should be: is just people's weird friend, and we just go down.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chain.
Within 4 episodes, you'll be speaking through prison glass.
Yeah, that'd be something. We're trying hard to get Kato Kalin on right now.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we met
tried,
them
dude.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I hit him up. I'm like, hey, buddy, remember the Backdoor Bakery? You know, come on.
That sounds like that sounds like a fake gay play. Like,
Yeah, that sounds like a cruising spot.
Remember we were
The
eating
Backdoor
croissants
Bakery.
in the Backdoor Bakery, if you know what I mean. We were eating all those
What's
donuts.
he up to?
I have no clue.
He's probably got a banging career, I imagine.
He's
I mean,
probably doing fine.
he was doing stand up. I don't know what he's doing now. I just want to get him on here, and I want to, Well, it's funny because now he's going to be like, oh, I'm doing this podcast. Let me check out what else they're talking about. And we're just like, we're trying to grill Kato Kalin.
Yeah, I don't think we said anything inappropriate. I mean, I do remember him asking you if he could get jerked off at the massage parlor across the street.
That is true.
Yeah, it was. I felt like it was. He was doing a bit. A little
Really?
bit.
I don't know, man. I know. I did drugs.
He's,
I know.
he's OJ's friend.
Listen, when you do drugs, you know how to like joke ask for drugs, but you really are looking for drugs. That was him. Looking
He's like,
for
hey,
a handy.
we should all do meth.
yeah.
I've seen-
Exactly.
You're just staring at
Like-
yeah. How do they react?
Okay, yeah. No, I was just
I'm
I was
playing.
joking around.
OJ did it.
I've seen a ton of
Whenever he wants to change the subject.
No, seriously, I was there.
Yeah, I didn't want to get jerked off there. OJ did it. I watched it.
I'm Charlie. He's the guy. Me and my friend Charlie were getting McDonald's burger. I love
Is that your OJ?
Yeah, they're rereading it. You ever heard the audiobook? of it?
And A doing it?
No, I've heard a reading of maybe the audio I heard it was somebody doing a shitty O.J. Simpson.
Yeah,
version.
Is that the audiobook of If I Did It?
Yeah.
Dude, I never checked that
Oh,
out.
it's
That never
so
came up
good.
on your voiceover work?
No.
That would have
Yeah.
been so sick.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing. I would have definitely read for that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's funny. I've seen a lot of comedians like
be on stage. Like, there's a lot of like road dog comedians where it's like, even if they're crushing in between, and be like, yeah. And then I mean, I don't do cocaine, but if you have some, and it like starts out like that, and the more it goes, be like, and then like during an applause break, be like, and if you have cocaine, I would like to hang out with you after this. And it's like the more it goes on.
That's a shirt he's selling.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell a shirt that it says "free with cocaine" if you would.
Yeah. It's just shirts he got at a thrift store that he thinks cokeheads would want. It's like a name brand fucking polo
Dude,
shirt.
somebody made a Coke joke in the green room last night, and I was like, I gave him their money, for the show, and then this is going right up my nose, and I go, hey, make sure you change it for something else. That money's dirty, and it crushed so fucking hard that I was like, oh, these guys are already high out of their fucking minds. Like I was.
You're talking about Sebastian Maniscalco?
Yeah. Dude, did
yeah.
I tell you that? I got
He
so
does
screwed with him.
a headstand.
Yeah,
Does
he
the
just
coke
spins on
upside
his
down.
head. Aren't you embarrassed? He's like spinning on his head. Dude, the other night I had parked in the lot at the Comedy Store, and I had was reversed in, and there was a car. I didn't realize it was him in the car next to me, and I looked over, and he was just in his car scrolling through reels. And I was
Really?
Like, oh, yeah, I really.
I picture whenever he's in his car that song, da 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 da, that Italian
It's just,
song.
he's just blasting Dean Martin out of like two 12-inch
When the
subwoofers.
moon hits, he's bawling.
It's like vibrating the whole car.
He's got a bib on.
Oh, dude. Dude, I was in New York this week, and there was this bar, because we tried to do as like little research as possible, just kind of like have fun. And the only thing we looked up really was like best dive bars. And one of the ones on the list, this place Rife's, can't fucking recommend it enough. But there was this old Spanish dude who came up to the bartender, or who we found out was the owner, this dude. And he came up to him, and he like, put his hand on his shoulder, and it was like 2 a.m. And he goes, Wobby, I'll go home. And he's like, okay, cool. He goes, because she says, and points to the bartender, goes, I'm drunk. And he goes, and I believe. And he goes, so I go home. He goes, but tomorrow, I come back. And he's like, okay, and then just like stumbled out into the street. Like
He does that monologue every single night.
She says, I'm drunk. Yeah, it was very funny because we went there one night and talked to the bartender just like nothing, and then saw him there like 2 nights later, and he was wasted in like a softball jersey. And then it came out that like he's the owner, and it's like was his grandma's place. And it was so funny because he was like blacked out, like hiccuping while he was talking, but was like telling us these truly incredible stories about like the bar opening and like this German Irish neighborhood and like people fighting, and like his grandma being like, everybody can come in here as long as you don't fight. And it was so funny because when someone is that wasted, they're never talking about anything you want to hear. And, but I was like I was like come on, like come on, if you can, if you just let's go, like keep it up. And then it was wild.
I killed 3 guys earlier today.
Yeah, I came 2 nights ago. I was here. I killed somebody.
Tomorrow,
oh, shit.
I kill again.
Yeah, tomorrow I kill somebody else too.
Dude, I went to some jazz club when I was in, I think it was called Birds or something.
Did Woody Allen play?
No,
Does he play jazz?
Yeah, he plays clarinet jazz like every Friday night.
Yeah.
Is it like an announced thing that it's?
Yeah.
Woody Allen,
It's
or
the
is he
same
like-
restaurant, bar, like jazz club, and he plays with like New Orleans jazz.
That's so
Wait,
weird.
Yeah, he's been doing it for like 30 years.
Are people excited to see him?
Yeah, for
Does
sure.
he still have a loyal following? Is he still making movies?
Yeah, he just made a movie that was entirely in French that's the only place where he can work.
the only place where people are like normal stuff. This guy did nothing. I don't understand.
People don't believe. Like, they don't believe anything. You know?
Was there ever a
Like, if you're that
documentary about
finished-
him?
Yes.
Yes.
Came out during the pandemic. It
Yeah,
went
his
super viral.
his ex-wife put it out.
It
Like, she was part of it.
It was like Pharaoh v. Allen. Was it?
Oh
Or something.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
I watched that. I remember we turned on that Michael Jackson one, and it put me right to sleep. I never watched it again.
I never watched that one either.
I remember I was dozing in and out, and then be like, and then I was like, whoa.
I didn't watch Tiger King.
Tiger King was great.
I didn't
Tiger
watch
King
any of
was-
that shit.
that was-
like, if I
that
want to
was
watch
great.
Tiger King, I'll go visit my fucking family. I need to watch this shit. You know what I mean?
I would like to. Yeah, I would go down. I'd go to that Tiger place. Fuck it.
Dude, how's your dad doing? Your dad doing good?
Yeah, he's fine. He's just old as fuck.
Your dad's legendary.
He's
my
living
mind.
in
Two spots now.
He's
Yeah,
back and forth.
I was gonna say bi-coastal, but that's not the right.
Yeah, he's very inland.
He's in Tennessee and the Villages. The Villages is like
Oh yeah, in
a
Florida.
retirement community in Florida where like Sean Hannity does like 5 nights in the arena.
Jesus.
Talking. It's like all Republicans, like old Republicans.
Well, that's what you were saying. What were you telling me about whenever you were at the hot tub there?
Though that I haven't been to the Villages yet.
Oh.
That was the other place. But yeah, every time we would go in the hot tub, they would always ask you like where you're from, and I would say I live in Los Angeles, and they'd be like, "How the hell do you do that? I can't believe you live in that shithole." And it was just very.
Hey, hold for
that's fine.
dog.
What is that? Your dog's circle pitting.
Yeah, he spins like a fucking.
What's the logic of that?
I don't know. That's his anxiety release. Todd Glass was doing the same thing on the episode.
Running in circles.
Yeah, running in circles, super tight, super fast. Yeah, we got over there. Todd's the man, but it was so funny where Kevin was like, he's not going to want to do the lights. I was like, we're doing the lights, and Kevin got there like 10 minutes before me, and they're shouting at each other about how Todd's like, you don't need all the lighting, and it's like as I'm walking up.
He goes, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna get mad. You know, I'm gonna crazy. I'm like, look, I'm just saying this, not to you, but like, you know, like, why would you fucking, if it works, don't do the lights? Like, and he's just
Does he
like,
do a video podcast?
He
It was just audio?
It's
It's
just
audio
audio.
only, right?
Yeah. And then I saw him at the Comedy Store. God damn, I feel like part of me wants to edit this out because I don't want him to feel some type of way.
And he'll never hear this, and B, we're talking positively though.
Yeah. Well, when I saw him at the
fucking
Comedy
hate him.
Store, I saw him at the
That's what
store.
you said earlier.
He wronged me.
Fine Arts was there. Stephen Fine Arts, who's a director producer, and he's like looking at it. He goes, "Hey, shot looks pretty good." And then Todd goes, "That's what I told him. I told him it would look good." And he's like, "And I bet you're going to go back to the way you did it before, aren't you? You are going to go back to it, aren't you?" And I go, "Yes, I'm going to go back to it. Yes, because
It's really funny to show a podcast shot to a director.
I know.
So fucking rude.
Yeah, and
It's like showing a selfie to Ansel Adams. It's like they don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, but I know I think he was scrolling. He found it himself or something. But yeah, I was just like, no, and I wanted to correct, be like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. It looks bad. It looks bad. It could be much sharper.
Yeah.
And of
I
course,
mean, you're cranking the camera as high as it would go.
It looked like that by the Midnight Society, that Nickelodeon show where they throw the sand over the
oh
fire.
yes.
What was that show called? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes,
Yeah, it looked
yeah.
like you were
I mean,
shooting
literally,
it.
it
Yeah.
was done by candlelight.
Yeah.
It looked. I mean, it looked fine.
What is he,
It
a
got
vampire?
It got the point off. No, he likes ambiance. He wants it to feel relaxing, and he's got his ideas for like what that's supposed to feel like. And I do like a dark room. Like I understand, like you're hanging out and you're chilling.
Yeah, but if you're trying to do a production,
yeah.
like you're trying to do a whole thing.
I get
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
scared when it's dark
when the
during
lights
the day.
go off. When
Scared
it's
of the
dark
dark.
during the day, you get scared.
Yeah, dude. I don't like that shit. It's not scared. I get like extremely depressed. Like my girlfriend gets migraines. You know how women get migraines.
Hey, you guys know women, right?
yeah.
So
I go into a whole bit about how she fakes a migraine and won't fuck me, like it's 1995.
Dude, hey, that stuff is
Hey, it's real.
Timeless,
It's real,
baby. It's timeless.
That's Kevin's real life.
It is, man.
What,
My wife's
does-
had a headache for
Yeah,
15 years.
Bitch, take 2 Advil, roll over.
Yeah, you dial the lights all the way up and break the knob off the wall.
No, but she gets migraine, so she'll like black out the house.
Oh, wow.
And then like, cause the light sensitivity, and when I'm in the house during the day and it's dark in there, I feel like a junkie immediately.
Yeah, of course, it makes it feel like a drug den.
Yeah. I fucking
See,
hate that
yeah.
shit.
Well, that's like I feel that same kind of way. Or like if I close these blinds or whatever, I like red. I like blue light. Blue light I like a lot. Red. That's why I got the lights in my
Those are
room.
the only 2 colors you can see,
Yeah,
isn't
blue
it?
and red. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm blue, red, colorblind.
What
No.
does colorblind look like?
Nothing. It's differentiating. It's more.
What do
it's
you
more
mean?
I'm an idiot than anything else. Like
You're so stupid you can't see colors.
pretty much. No, it's
What
like
does that mean?
no,
Dumbass.
it's looking at something, and if you're talking out loud about what color it is, like let's say a fucking light green and a light brown and a dark green, or like a bright yellow and like a neon green, or like a bright green and a dark yellow, kind of, or like a dark blue and a light purple.
They
like,
look the same to you.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of all blends together. It's just differentiating.
But we'll never be able to understand it because it's all it's interpretation. It's all what you will be like. Oh no, Bruce, this is blue, and he'll be like, yeah, I know that's blue. But if we were to see what he sees, it would probably not look blue to us.
Yeah, but it's like nothing looks different. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as I know, I don't fucking know.
And is this why you're attracted to men? Is
Yeah,
this-
and that's I can't tell
A
gender.
pussy from
Gay
a cock.
joke.
And it's
Number
like
two,
that's
folks.
what, and I think it's bullshit. Whenever you see, I don't know because I've never tried those glasses. If you put those glasses on, where it's like, when you see a colorblind person put on glasses and they start crying, I think that's.
Oh, I love that
That's
shit.
That's all
It's so
fake.
fake.
It's
Dude,
bullshit.
Kid hears for the first
The
time.
kid hears for the first time. That's something. That's different. Where it's like that, but it's if you are.
I would love for somebody just put glasses on you and you start bawling at my shirt.
I mean,
It's awful bullying.
Yeah, I would,
Oh my god!
I don't.
like he's
I don't
faking
believe.
it.
I think it's bullshit. I would try the glasses if somebody has a connection to the glasses. I don't know how much they are, or what they go.
Are they like Google smart glasses?
I have
or
no
whatever?
idea. I just see the fucking TikTok.
I haven't seen that before.
I love the.
You've never seen the people put on the glasses and be
No.
like, "Oh, it's so beautiful."
There was somebody did a fake video of the guy putting on hearing aids for the first time, and then his wife wouldn't stop talking.
And he's like, "Ah,"
and he's like, "Take him out, dog."
yeah. He turns into the water boy's mom, and he's like, "Ah."
yeah.
No, that's what. There's a bunch of those videos now from that fucking crack den that Aaron Rodgers went to. That place in Oregon where you blindfold yourself
the
for 4
cave
days.
where
And then
he-
there's
yeah.
a bunch of videos right now coming out of people taking those things off and starting crying and be like, "It's all so beautiful." It's like, shut the fuck up.
What is this? I have
You
not
these
seen
darkness
this.
retreats that hippies do, rich hippies. You go to this place, or it's like in something cave in Oregon. Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, did it to make some decision about. I don't even know what.
He didn't even get to make the decision, too.
Yeah, they ended up just
They just
shipping
trade his
Yeah.
ass.
But then so you go there and for like
Don't get me
X
going
amount
on
of
that.
days, you put on these like blindfolding things and you hang out in this like dark room thing, and then you take it off at the end and they record you. I guess maybe it makes it. Maybe they probably give you some money off if you allow them to record you. But it's all.
But people are just like, I can see again, so it's great.
No, they're like, oh, I took it all for granted. The world is so beautiful. I've been in this darkness. The same kind of thing where people blindfold themselves and do like 5 grams of mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh, I would just say just do the mushrooms and stare at a leaf. Like,
Yeah, but it's
I
like, I
get
think-
the same feeling when I'm in the woods. You know.
Yeah, but if you're blindfold yourself for like 5 days, you're getting. I don't even know exactly how to describe it because I'm not smart. But it's like you are. It's all everything goes internal, and then once the external is brought back to you, you're like, oh shit, everything is great.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Sounds like you would love it.
Yeah, you need to do that.
I would
Bruce.
do it.
You need-
I could also just do it here.
Yeah.
I don't need to pay a bunch of money.
Well, that'd be weird, though.
Just walking around.
Yeah,
with a
everyone's
blind-
walking around, dogs barking. There's people fighting outside.
You're
My
just
neighbor-
walking into the wall. Nobody else is doing it.
My neighbors are screaming at each other.
My eyes hurt.
You go outside, you're just staring at a big homeless shit. You're like, it's the most beautiful
Yeah.
thing I've ever
Touching
seen in my
it.
life. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. No, it's been pretty boring around here. I used to have neighbors over on this side of this wall that would really fight, and they would fight like it sounded like shit was. It sounded like they were like throwing dishes across the place, and they were fighting and
It's
all
like
this
Raging
stuff.
Bull style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw my neighbor downstairs get into it one time with the landlord, or her. Because dude, as soon as I hear shit outside, I throw the window open.
Yeah,
like
of course.
I'm not afraid of anybody hearing that. I can't wait to hear that. That's the fucking best thing. It's the.
Dude, you used to be the gossip king of Los Angeles. It was always nice because you would have the hot take on everybody, and even
He
in your
still
own
does.
neighborhood.
Oh, I still have it, dude.
You still got the take.
But remember, this is you get juicy shit. Remember at my place, at where me and Zach's old place, there was that crazy guy downstairs who was yelling on the phone to his dad, and so we cranked the window open and we're listening. And this guy's on the phone with his dad, and he's like, "Yeah, Dad, fuck you, and you know what, Dad? I actually think you're a pedophile." And we're all like, "Ooh," like we're all trying to like make it make it seem like we're not listening. And then Zach, I think, had it recording on because Zach would hit the voice memo on his phone and set it on the
Yeah,
windowsill so we could get shit fucking going.
Yeah,
the
that's
best.
amazing. That's brilliant. I never think in real time to record.
Yeah, of course.
There's so many conversations that I have forgotten that I wish I had to record. We used to have this crackhead in Athens, Mikey 5, and I swear to God, every time he hit crack, he would straight up turn into Michael Jackson.
Like talent wise?
Yeah. He would moonwalk down the street and he would sing just like I wish I had footage of him.
That
He
rules.
sounded all that shit like moonwalking down the street, but then like he would be off crack and he'd be angry when he wasn't on crack. He'd be like, "Man, fuck it, motherfucker." He had like a low scratch, and then he would hit crack and he'd be like, "Mah, mah," and he sounded exactly.
But was he just doing the sound effects or was he singing also?
No, he would sing too. I just can't do it.
Yeah. But would you
I also literally couldn't think of a Michael Jackson song.
would you have to like tee him up? Like would you have to give him like a vending machine? Would you have to give him money to like animatronic?
No, just crack.
just crack.
As long as he had crack, he would be
Michael Jackson.
free and willing to be.
It almost seems like it wasn't free. It seemed like anytime he hit the pipe, he just turned into Michael
Like he had no
Jackson.
choice. It was he's like, save yourself.
No matter how many Shamones you hear, don't open this door.
Does Athens have? Is the Athens crackhead scene? It's pretty. Like,
There's crack there.
well, I know that, but it's
gets
like
everywhere.
because Rackham Willie.
Oh yeah,
He's from Athens.
Yeah.
And so Rackham
I
Willie.
forgot about Rackham
Rackham
Willie.
Willie was I knew Rackham Willie is one of the first like viral videos I ever saw. You've seen Rackham Willie? I've showed that to you.
Explain. I want
It's
for the folks at home.
crackhead on you. Rackham Willie, look it up, please. On a dude that they would like an early YouTube video where they would follow like and mic this guy up, Rackham Willie, and he'd walk around and be like, Rackham, rack, Rackham, rack, and then they put the microphone and be like, Willie, what's going on? And he's like, at 944 Magnolia Street, I saw 2 men in white coats. He'd be like, I saw 3 men in white KKK outfits fucking one another in the ass like a choo-choo train. He would like tell us like stories like crazy. He would sing. He would sing
You
that.
got to get him on the pod.
But that's
dude.
what it's.
He's got to be dead.
I don't know. I think I actually saw a video of him kind of recently, and I couldn't tell if it was him or not. But he would sing that. That's what. It's interesting too that guy was in Athens and Rackham Willie, because Rackham Willie would also a bunch of times sing that song, "Poison Ivy, Poison Ivy." Like he had a solid voice.
There was another crackhead in Athens who had one leg and he was in a wheelchair, and he was always pulling the wheelchair with that one leg, and he was so mean. And it always make me laugh because people would be like, "Man, he's such a fucking asshole," and I'm like, "Look at him.
He's a one-leg.
Yeah, he's a
crackhead.
homeless one-legged man in a wheelchair.
He's earned
but
it.
like people would push him across the street. Like you would push him across the street, and he'd just be like, "Fuck you, you bitch! Suck my fucking dick! Get the you fucking white devil motherfucker!" And then he pushed it across the street, and people would be so mad they didn't ever say thank you. But I'm like, that's like part of the joy of pushing that guy across the street.
Yeah,
is
it's
just
that
getting
interaction.
rough,
It's funny because crack. There's got to be something to it with crack where it like makes you, like you're saying that Michael Jackson guy, or like where you like people. It makes you good at something. It seems
well,
like.
I used to.
I'm not even fucking around. It makes you like I Turner, dude.
No, I mean, dude, like crack and meth used to, as the kids say, hit differently. Like back in the day when kids did crack and meth, they would like be funny and silly and weird, and now they're like turning into like fucking cretins, like
gotten too
cockroach
good.
vampires. There's something added to the drugs. Like meth heads now are scary. They weren't scary when I was a kid. They were just funny. You know what I mean? Like they would do shit like moonwalk. But now they're like flesh eating.
Well, now
It's
in
also-
LA, all the crazy homeless people selling the Tasmanian devil, and like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
in New York, everybody.
There's a
was pretty
psychosis
put
to it
together.
that like there's an anger to it that I didn't usually when I grew up. All the meth heads and crackheads were angry when they were off, when they were coming down, and
Yeah.
they needed to get high again. Now these people are getting high, and they're like, it's like more that PC. Remember that Wu-Tang guy ate
Yeah.
that guy? It's like that kind of.
Yeah, he ate that guy's dick and jumped out the window or something. Right?
Yeah.
We've all been there.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
This is show
Dude,
business is hard.
Maybe it used to be indica, now it's sativa.
I went to I did a show at Pow House. I was on my way there, which is not in the nicest area of town, and I saw 2 dudes walking down the street at different times. Like one of them was getting off the highway.
Yeah.
like,
Like
he was
walking on the
commuting.
freeway?
He was walking off the highway.
Like he was commuting.
Yeah, because he's coming off. He's like, fuck. And then he's like, he kept doing like this. He's like walking and he just go, fucking, goddamn, like just walking. And then he's like power walking. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm having to like move around. And everybody's just going, no honking horns. Everybody's, it's fine. He's probably, his poor life, you know.
You know
And
what's
then-
funny? That guy gets sober, and 20 years later, he's going to be in a meeting being like, I miss it so much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The shit that
Yeah.
people miss. He misses going, fuck yeah, as he's walking down the highway. Like, it's like when you see how stupid it looks when you're sober, you're like, how are you addicted to this? It
But
looks
Yeah.
awful.
when you're that guy and your eyes are closed, I can't. And you're the like, and you're doing that. When your eyes are closed, the world that you're existing in has got to be
Oh,
incredible.
dude, he's Freddie Mercury at Live Aid.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
he
gotta
sees.
be awesome.
Yeah.
He's got the top
Or
of
he's
the
a
mic
marching
stand
band
out.
leader. The Rose Bowl parade is behind him.
Yeah.
I think it is with drugs. Is
Gotta
like
be nice.
I think people are genuinely talented, and their own self-consciousness and their own anxieties get in the way. And so when you do drugs and that disappears, you're able to moonwalk perfectly because you're not in your own head.
Yeah.
That's
yes, 100%.
that's why I'll never do cocaine.
Every crackhead is a massively talented artist.
That's what I'm
think
not
so.
100% against that.
I really think it's a lot of people like that. Like I know I mean, speaking for personal experience, like if I'm doing like any type of drugs, you know, maybe weed's an exception, but like the confidence that I gain, and I'm able to be better at the things I'm already good at because I'm not going, you're a fucking idiot. I'm just high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
just
it's like
like
having two cocktails is a great.
Dude.
It makes you a much better stand-up.
Well,
comedian.
there
It
was,
does.
I
You
remember-
talking about me specifically?
Anybody. We're
Yeah,
smoking
yeah.
weed, and you go on stage, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking blow somebody's brains out on stage if I see the I don't know what else.
You should stick to I'll blow my brains out.
Okay, thank you.
That's a better way to.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
gonna fucking execution style. You're gonna go on stage and say, "Get on your fucking knees and pray to
I'm
God."
gonna be an American.
I'll tell you what
Sniper.
else.
Yeah.
When you see the red laser turn off, it means get off stage.
Where's the red light? It's on your forehead.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're just in the sound booth with a gun to your head.
But dude, standing on stage and going, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I've been really depressed lately. I'm like, get out of here, knock it off.
Yeah, go smoke some crack and do the
You
moonwalk.
knock it off right now. I will put you in the corner.
Especially
I will
when guys
put your ass on the counter.
They're
That's my
sitting-
favorite insult. You ever heard that? Your parents ever threatened to put you on the counter?
No.
I know what you're saying, but no, I don't think so. I think it was more.
The counter's so high up, it's like really high when you're a kid.
And
it's
you can't
like
get
scary
off.
to be like,
Yeah.
it's a good one. I'll put your ass on the counter.
No, I was just-
I think it's a Vokey home original.
I'd get the freezer, man. That's how bad I was.
Dude, that's real high.
Was it a side by side or was it top and bottom?
Top and bottom, dude. I'm
Damn.
on the top of the fridge.
Yeah,
No,
top
I'll
of the
just
fridge
get
is
the
scary.
belt, dude. Get the
Yeah.
belt with my dad's name on it.
Yeah, my mom would convince my
Get
dad.
Greg on your ass.
Yeah, my mom would tell my dad, Jim, spank him. like, and then my dad would be like, well, all right. And then he'd be like, sorry, this is what we got to do. When you make mistakes,
You gotta listen to your mom.
And he'd just he'd go, the belt was on a specific nail in his closet. It was just the
The
spanking
ass
belt.
whipper belt?
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
My dad never wore that belt, that thick ass fucking Greg belt.
That sucks, man. That's nicer. I used to have to watch my dad take his belt out of his pants. Whoop me with that one right there.
And that's and warm leather hits different too.
It
it hurts.
it's expanded a little bit.
Yeah, it's got that whip element too. You don't
Warm
want
leather
that.
hits different.
It does. You don't want to do that.
They should bring that. They should sell belts specifically made to whip your kid's ass.
Dude, by the way, anytime you bring up like spanking with the belt, there's usually one guy, the one upper in the group, is like, my dad used to use the buckle.
Yeah.
Like
My dad fucking American History X me.
Yeah, my dad curb stomped me.
Yeah, I skipped school. He made me bite the curb.
Yeah, my dad hit me with a whip. You come home from school, your dad just like,
he'll learn. He's dead. He's
My
dead.
dad would shoot my friends. And man, if I got less than 100 on a homework assignment, he would pull in my best friend. He would shoot right in front of me.
he'd pull in Ricky. Dude, my friend
for
told me
your
this.
own good, Brian.
Told me this story.
This
one
hurts
time.
me more than it hurts Joe.
That's why I'm so,
Yeah.
that's why I'm so successful.
It's
How do you
quick.
think I'm the fourth guest on this show?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah, he's like, it's gonna hurt me. This hurts me more than it hurts Joe. It's like for him, it's nothing. He's just as your friend, execution.
It's like a
style.
light switch.
Dude, my friend told me this story one time that made me laugh so hard. Where his parents were divorced, but they like lived nearby each other, and he said that like if he got in big trouble, his mom would be like, "Well, your dad's coming over." Like he'd like call it,
Yeah.
like, do a house call for his dad to come over and whip his ass, basically. But he said that his dad had this big ass.
That's a different kind of booty call.
Yeah. That's not good. That's about your ex-wife calls you to come whip your kid's ass down the street. You gotta get in the car, put shoes on, get in the car
Yeah.
just to go whip your
God
kid.
damn it.
That's how you know you're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah,
He's
and you have
gonna
to
be
you have to
pissed.
stay mad the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
But he said that his
He had
dad
to stop fucking her sister.
Yeah.
Put his clothes on.
Dude, he said that his dad, as an extra show of force, would had this big ass truck, and whenever he knew he was in big trouble,
rev the engine?
He'd scream it down the street, pull up through the lawn. And pull up the curb onto the
God
lawn and
damn
slam
it.
on the brakes and jump out like he was fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Gravedigger.
Yeah. He said he would rev it. He'd hear it down the street, this loud ass truck, and he'd come around, fucking hop up the curb, and fucking rip it onto the lawn, jump out, and fucking same thing, rip his belt off and start whatever. My mom, they'd call me and that's the worst too. Is that at least you're trying to save face a little bit, but my mom would call me into the house to whip my ass.
Yeah.
Because you don't be hitting your kids on the front lawn. That's
Well, that's
No, that's you're at least lower middle class.
yeah.
If
That's
you
right.
get beat behind closed doors. Dude, I'm just picturing that dad spraying him with the Budweiser hose.
Yeah, he pulls up with the Budweiser hose. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, dude. Calling
I
your
heard you skipped school.
Yeah. Man, that type of shit. Yeah, I always heard weird shit too of like there was a kid I knew who told me that it was either him or someone he knew the parents would like put hot sauce on his tongue.
Oh yeah.
That's like is that like the opposite of washing your mouth out with soap?
Yeah, I got my mouth
it's
washed.
I got hit with,
So-
I got
same
hit with the
thing.
soap.
Yeah, my mom would put the bar in and then
Yeah,
she'd
that's what I'm
twist
saying.
it, and so it would get all in my teeth. Like, what is this?
I never got soap
Because
in
I
my
said
Really?
I think she hated the word fart. That was a big one. I couldn't say fart, but she would say crap all the time.
Oh.
and
How
I
did
was
she
like,
feel
well,
about-
it's crap. Okay.
Talk about double standards.
yeah.
How does she feel about queef?
I wouldn't breach the subject. With Bonnie Jean, she had a very specific. I don't.
Mom, you
I don't
ever
even.
queefed?
I've never even heard the word queef like until I was in my 20s. I don't think
Dude,
It's-
in 6th grade.
Sheltered upbringing.
I really was. Women don't do that.
Shit, I'd be saying queef in kindergarten.
Yeah. Dude, well, in 6th grade, this kid
queefs.
this kid got in trouble for calling this girl a queef in class.
Yeah.
And our teacher, Miss Subaru, sent his ass to the office. She was fast and loose with it.
Principal Toyota.
Yeah, she was real fast and loose with it. But this kid called another kid a queef in class, and then she sent. And I didn't even know what it was at the time. Somebody told me on the playground. They said, you know,
Coach Suzuki. Hey, well, Miss Honda told me you was getting wild in class today.
But yeah, then Mr. Cadillac comes in. He's like, "Yo, kids,
Mobile Elementary School.
Oldsmobile Elementary School."
It's an automobile.
Oh yeah. But I didn't really think about this till later in life that she sent his ass to the office for calling him a queef, and it's like it's weird even that she knows. It's weird to think that your teacher knows what a queef is.
Oh yeah. It's
But then you
Yeah.
realize that teachers are pretty normal people.
That's the thing. Like when you're a kid, you think they don't know about that. You know, your parents don't know about sex. Like everything you learn about, you think that there's no
It's
way.
like you're like learning this mind-blowing information.
Yeah, and you're just an idiot. You figured something out, and you're like, there's no
That
Did
way.
Greg give you a sex talk?
No.
Yeah, where'd you learn, bro?
On the fucking School of Hard Knocks.
Streets.
No, definitely not. I think it was mostly like, don't get anyone pregnant and wash your dick.
That's a
Yeah.
sex talk.
Is that technically?
That's
it?
more than I
Yes.
got.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. The only way I learned was from reading
Wash your dick.
Doctor.
Yeah, I remember specifically him telling me to wash my dick.
We got a book in sixth
Wash
grade.
your dick.
That's your autobiography.
Yeah, Bruce Gray, wash your dick.
Wash your
Yo,
dick.
dick.
Yeah, no, and
The Greg Gray story.
Dude, they gave us a book in sixth grade by Dr. James Dobson.
oh, that's what it was. I did sex ed in 7th grade.
You did, yeah. So because we were at a Christian school, and
Miss
it was called
Moustakis, dude,
Preparing.
she would deep throat her water bottle. I swear to God, that was like the big joke at school is that she would be like, and it wasn't like she was like, "This is how you do it, folks," but she was like this. And like,
Yeah.
No, James Dobson, dude, because he would do these focus on the family talks.
pull out the peel. And
Right.
Shoot out wedges out of her pussy.
It's halftime. Here comes the pulp.
Dude, yeah, because my parents would listen to his stuff on the radio or whatever, and then we would read the book, and he was like, you gently grab your penis, and then if you massage it up and down, you will come to
At a
fruition.
Christian school, you were taught about masturbation?
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah,
How's
he.
that public school
But it was-
outside Atlanta
but you
where
weren't-
Freaknik is from.
You weren't
And I didn't get
supposed
this
to.
much.
You weren't supposed to do it, but that
You
was
weren't
where
supposed to, but they told you how to.
They told us how to. And
That's
I remember,
crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy to teach you something and tell you
There's
not
like,
to do it.
also, there's this thing called heroin, and if you shoot it into your veins, all of your anxieties will go away.
Yeah, life will be
but you
awesome.
must never try it.
Yeah,
Don't
and you'll
do
become an incredibly talented musician.
They would also tell us that
and
sex.
skinny.
Yeah.
They would tell us that sex was a gift from God. That was.
I
the-
agree with that.
The tangible gift from God. And
Straight
then,
up.
And then never do it. Like, don't do it.
Until you're married?
Wait till you're married.
See, we didn't get the abstinence thing. I got told it was illegal for kids to fuck.
really?
I swear to God. Said it was.
By
it
the
was-
guy who told you that, it was illegal for him to fuck you.
Now, this is illegal, but no,
Hey,
this
you're
lady,
cool because we're breaking the law.
Miss
Did they put
Moustakis.
condoms on bananas and
No,
shit?
dude. No, they. There was like a video. Miss Moustakis came in. She told us what was good.
They brought in a Greek.
Yeah.
Dude,
They
when
invented sex.
I know. That's
That
what.
makes sense.
Yeah. her
in
and
junior
Trey
high
Songz.
when they did the condom on the banana, there was 2 girls in our class that literally had babies with them.
Yeah.
They were literally had babies. And
They did the
guys
condom
like-
on the banana in
Yeah,
front?
yeah, at
No.
Tenaya Middle School. Yeah,
That's
They
crazy.
were about 16 months too late for them.
dude, way
Yeah.
late.
But no, this lady would come in. She'd be like, "Sex rocks." It's fucking dope as hell. But it was almost all about STDs and shit. Like almost the entire thing. It wasn't really like nobody.
That was the big paranoia. You're gonna get AIDS if you have sex.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was in the Army, I for some reason, I never deployed anywhere, but I came close to deploying a couple times, but I got shown.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I don't know why, but I got shown the STD. I know I missed it.
Deployed, ejaculate, Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
folks. Hey, where's my snare drum and hi-hat when I need it?
But for some reason, I sat in. Maybe it was during a sexual harassment training or something. But my unit got shown the video that they show people before they go to Korea to warn them about the STDs from the prostitutes.
Yeah.
And that, dude, I was running out of there like a black guy watching magic. Like, I was so scared. Like they showed like oral herpes and stuff, and they showed these horrible. It's on a projector. It's like a movie screen size, and you just see the fucking sores. And I was like, like running around in circles. It's the most gruesome, grotesque video I've ever seen. I've seen Faces of Death. It's up there with that.
Well, if that's your credit too.
They had like the cauliflower
You may have seen this
vagina
guy on
pictures too. I remember that.
Cauliflower what?
The cauliflower vagina. Like that shit.
I don't know what that is, but I've seen it.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
either.
It's like a UFC fighter.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta drain it. You gotta drain that. She's been pushing her against the mat for too long.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, this lady came in, and then like in 9th grade, we had this other dude that had a thick lisp. Like, not like a lisp of like, okay, fellas. It was like this dude, bigger Mexican dude would come in, and he was basically saying like that people. It was like kind of teaching us about like retracting consent and like you don't want to fuck. Basically, he was like you don't want to fuck people because what if 2 days later they decide they don't want to fuck you anymore? I guess he was ahead of his time.
Yeah,
and then he was like
just a serial rapist.
Yeah. But it was like they were like
always be retracted from me.
They were just
What
like
kind of lisp though? Did he have like a little bit of a cholo accent?
Yeah,
too?
like so our teacher's name.
You're so stupid.
No, he was like, he was like, our teacher's name was Mr. Sabalka, and he'd always be like, and Mr. Kabalka.
Oh, okay, that
But he was like, they basically just like scared us into like
the
legal,
smart lisp.
Yeah, legal ramifications against fucking.
Dude, I had the weekend after the first like STD talk. I went to a movie with my buddy and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's friend, who was an absolute the horniest person I've ever met in my life, and I was like full blown Jesus Christ at this point. But literally,
you sound mentally ill.
I was
full blown Jesus.
I
Christ.
was Jesus Christ. I was walking on water. At least I thought I was. I was in the street doing this
with your eyes closed. Yeah.
No, but
you're in the streets going like this and partying the Red Sea and shit.
Dude, but it was literally it was a Saturday.
Jesus parting the Red Sea like a magician. I'm sorry, but that's so fucking funny to me.
Oh, wait, Jesus did or Moses did?
Moses
Sea.
did the Red
Right,
Sea,
but Jesus doing all his tricks like a magician.
Yeah, like pulling bread.
the bread and the fish.
He pushes up his robes. He's like, see,
Well, it must have been some kind of it must have had some kind of showmanship to it to get people on board.
I don't think it took much charisma back then.
Well, dude, everybody was the Messiah back then. They like literally everybody was claiming to be the Messiah. That's why. But
So I guess it did take because
no, seriously,
he reigned supreme.
I mean, it's still number one, number two religion.
All right, so you're on a double date.
So
you're Jesus.
I'm on a double date. I'm
you
praising
just learned
Lord.
about STDs.
Yes, and this girl Taryn shows up in a skirt, and we're in junior high, dude. Like she had something happen to her. Like it was wild, but she tried to give me a blowjob in the theater.
What movie?
I can't even. I have no fucking clue. I can't remember at all. My brain is completely focused on two things: the fact that she tried to blow me.
The Animal by Rob Schneider.
That would have been. I would have been hard as a rock. I love Rob Schneider.
That's a huge bitch.
No, when she got there, the girl, my buddy's girlfriend, was like, "Yeah, Taryn likes you." She tells me she likes you, and I go, "She does," and she goes, "I do." And she was wearing roller skates, and she was wearing a skirt, and she bent over, and she had no underwear on.
Oh my goodness!
And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I literally was broken. Like my brain broke. Like it was just I don't know.
Where were you when this happened? The movie theater?
No, this was outside of the movie theater in Fig Garden Village. I remember exactly. She had pink.
Was that your first pussy?
Yes. Yeah. It was the first time I'd seen it
You'll
live.
always remember your first pussy.
Because up to then it was just from
So
the
she had roller.
treasure
Did she
chest of
bring shoes,
pornography.
or was she wearing roller skates?
No,
the whole
she
time?
brought shoes. But when we went in,
Boogie Nights,
Yeah, what
you
the hell are
should
you
hanging out
talking
with Roller Girl.
I kept scooting down the next seat because she kept getting closer.
Because you
and
thought you were
closer
gonna go to
me.
hell and get an STD.
Yes, and then I ended up
Like,
leaving.
bitch, you know I'm Jesus.
I left the theater before the movie ended, and my buddy Brian wouldn't talk to me. And my next door neighbor was my best friend. He wouldn't talk to me for like 4 days until I bought a kicker ramp, and then he was like, we were best friends again.
So he was basically like, "Damn, you're a bitch, dude."
Oh, he was mad because he got in trouble with his girlfriend, and then she wouldn't make out with him or whatever because I was an asshole to her friend. And I guess her friend, Taryn, was crying. Like she was bawling and like felt
I thought this
total-
is how you're supposed to do.
I'm filling in a lot of blanks for her biography, and it's making me sad.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, dude,
it's making me sad.
but I was just like, you're barking up the wrong tree, lady. I'm
I'm
trying
the- I'm
to
the son of
proselytize
God.
to the heathens over here. You know, I'm not trying to look at your vagina.
Yeah. She
John Wayne.
You
better put that there.
you better holster them lips, ma'am.
Easy.
So you should have just like, poured water in your hand and been like, no. That's it when she bent over.
Dude, what I should have done. There's 1,000.
Oh, you should have.
that
Yeah,
I
I mean, dude, I was. If it was me, no.
she was one of 3 women that I got to reject and then feel like a piece of shit afterwards. And
What's with the movies? It must be crazy to work at a movie theater. You're
It's
constantly.
because it's dark.
Well, it's
Yeah.
dark, but it's like yeah. You should, for someone like you should invent
Yeah.
a movie theater where the lights are on.
Yeah. So I don't get scared.
Yeah. so that the lights are all on. You're like, thank God. Okay. But it's like you're probably constantly catching kids fucking and all kinds of other
Oh.
shit. Because that was a big thing with the marketplace in Bakersfield. That's where everybody would go on like Friday night. To the point that they had to get like a big police presence because kids were fighting and just raising hell.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did so much shit behind the. I used to box behind the movie theater.
yeah. With
yeah.
gloves,
Yeah. We would all-
diapers, to put diapers on your head.
I never did that. But yeah, we would
that's some broke boxing.
diapers.
that shit.
Yeah.
There was this white trash kid in my neighborhood whose dad was like legit. His dad was like one of the hillbillies from South Park, like Budweiser tall can,
Yeah.
on the lawn. I don't think he ever went inside. He was always on the lawn, and he just got a couple pairs of boxing gloves and would just have all the neighborhood kids over.
Dude,
fighting.
yeah.
He
We had that guy in Oakland.
fighting in his lawn, and he was just like leaning on his truck, like excited about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that's
I'm enriching the community.
yeah. But dude,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this adopted kid,
selling some beefs.
this
right.
adopted kid in the neighborhood.
Save it for the lawn.
They were fighting. There was a fighting. They were fighting over there, and then there was this other white trash kid, and then there was this adopted kid in the neighborhood, and they were boxing in the thing. And the adopted kid, for some reason, had an X-Acto knife in his pocket.
Oh,
and it's not like he
shit.
like pulled it out and sliced up the other kid, but it did go through, and it cut the shit out of the white trash kid he was boxing. And so this dude, and I was just riding by
He
on my
just had it in his pocket.
Yeah, dude, he was adopted.
The poor guy,
Yeah.
man.
But I remember riding my skateboard by the house and seeing like ambulances out front, and I was like, oh damn, somebody must have like
Yeah.
got fucking slept, you know. And
Yeah.
then they were like, I went up there, and I was like, what's going on, you know. And then, funny enough, the guy I told the story about, that big special ed kid that the football coach wanted to get on the team, but he was never.
God damn, if I could
Remember
just
that guy?
get
Yeah.
you on the line.
There was-
What I could do with you.
There was a big fucking special ed. He was like 6'4", 3+, like in like 7th grade. And then so
Yeah.
9th grade, the coach wanted to get him on the field. But it was his, they were both adopted. It was his like adopted younger brother that had the X-Acto knife that fucking, that was where I learned what an X-Acto knife was, like what it's called.
Yeah.
Because I saw that shit all the time.
You didn't know about? Oh no, 9/11 was box cutters, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a myth, right?
Is it?
No.
They had box cutters on them on the
Yes.
Like in the sense that you think 9/11 is a myth?
No, is the box cutter thing real?
Yes. Yeah.
I went to the 9/11 memorial this week.
How was that?
It's pretty good.
Did you shed a tear?
I got close because they play the biggest. It's I don't know if have you been down there before?
No.
It's very like once you get down
Not
there,
since.
huh?
Not since.
Once you get down there, it's like you could feel it's tense once you get down there, and it's like
Really?
really nice with like the fountains and shit, and then you go inside of the other thing, and it's really cool and like well done. Everything's put together. The thing that's I think the most fucked up in there. I mean, there's a lot of like firefighter thing where it's like fighter stories, and this guy, you know, they said, everybody, I'll meet you back at the truck. I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And, like, he's the only one that died, or like they had like
Right.
full blown like crushed fire trucks in there from that shit. And then there was a bunch of voicemails they were playing from the second tower after the
Wow.
first one got hit, where everybody was like leaving these voicemails being like, yeah, we're in the second tower, the other one's the one that got hit, we're good, like we're chilling, like we're gonna
I still would get the fuck out of that.
Yeah, of
town.
course.
Well, I know you would.
talk.
Dude.
I am.
I'm surprised you went to New York at all.
I'm
just
a-
because that happened once.
Yeah. I'll flight like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You would have jumped out of the window.
Oh yeah,
immediately.
yeah. Of the one that didn't get hit. Yeah.
It's a 4-story building next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
just
was-
hurts his ankles really bad.
It was it's very well done. It's I'm not a Flight 93 guy.
What's up with the mosque? Remember that?
Yeah, that was a fake thing.
It felt fake.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Because
It's
they make it
hilarious.
sound like they just like right where the fucking towers fell down, they just built an entire mosque.
Well, like that was the big thing. That's like on.
remember
yeah,
that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, but that never happened though, right? They didn't build
It was like on the same block or something. It was like down the way.
I'm not 100% sure because we
That's
were.
so wild.
What really?
That's one of my favorite like controversies.
Well, that
ever.
one, and then
They're trying to
the
turn the towers
the
into a
story
mosque.
of somebody there. There was a story that some like right wing guy was saying. He's like, I look outside and I seen 2 Muslims dancing.
No, so like a bunch of Muslims did. Didn't Donald Trump say
Yeah,
that?
Donald Trump.
Was it
some right wing guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember who
Yeah,
it was.
Donald Trump.
Was it?
Yeah, he said it was on CNN, and it wasn't. That,
Yeah,
no.
I don't. I feel like I remember it happening during when everything was going.
That was
down.
like that was part of his 015 run.
Okay.
015?
Man, he had
015.
some
The fuck did I
classics
say?
from
But,
old BT.
Yeah, that
that's
was
from his first album.
We were before we went because we went there on the last day that we were there, and like we had been down in that area a bunch, like right by that like Trinity Church, you know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
And like there's like we were just like walking around there, checking shit out. Have you ever been to that bar O'Hara's down there?
No.
It's fucking great. Went down there, went to that George Washington bar down there.
I feel like I've spent so much time in New York, but by the time I didn't start hanging out there until like 2008, and I feel like Manhattan had already like become very expensive. Everything was in Brooklyn that I did.
Yeah.
I haven't spent too much time in Manhattan.
See, we were staying Upper East Side, so it's like I was.
I went to
pretty much
like
there.
Washington Square, Tompkins Square. I went to all the punk spots.
Yeah.
But that's all. I've
But
done.
being down there because we were had walked through there a bunch, and then they showed a video of like it coming down in the background and like all these people running around that corner, and I was like, oh, that's spooky. I've been on that corner.
Yeah.
A bunch. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
And then this spookiest thing, and I don't remember if I saw it there or somewhere else, but it's in the World Trade Center Plaza as I think both buildings are burning, and there's a bunch of shit on the ground, and it's like totally desolate, like empty. It's like a bunch of like you hear sirens in the back, but there's just like a. It's like instrumental. It's almost like a 8-bit thing that you hear in like almost like elevator music.
Yeah.
But it's really loud, and it's Billy Joel. She's always a woman. It's just like playing in the. So it's like
What?
I'll show you the video. It's
Why?
it's like it was playing in the plaza over like the speakers
Oh,
already.
I see.
So it's like building burning, fire trucks in the back, shit everywhere, and then just a video of someone, and in the background loudly, all you hear is like.
And that's going on all the time at all. That's
So that
open.
was in a video from the day.
Oh, my bad. I missed.
So it's a video from. So it's like the building's burning, fire trucks in the
Yeah.
background, shit everywhere, and then Billy
Yeah.
Joel, she's always a woman, like very ominously. It's
Brian,
fucking spooky.
you pictured like some rogue video editor who gets hired by the memorial.
No,
or
no, no,
whatever.
what I
He's
thought
like,
it was-
I love this song.
Well, no, I thought it was actually playing in the lobby
Oh no,
on the speaker.
Oh,
No, it was
yeah,
just like
yeah,
the
yeah.
display.
playing in the
I see.
plaza.
over and over again. Which I was gonna say, that poor security guard. He's gonna
Yeah.
do another one.
Yeah, some
He
motherfucker,
keep listening. He's gonna
Yeah.
knock that fucking building down.
some motherfucker jumped in the fountain the other day. It's
What
like
fountain?
The you know the big black square fountains that they have there.
Yeah.
Somebody jumped in.
The memorial thing, some crazy motherfucker, and I was like, it's like 30 feet. So the dude like jumped down, broke his leg, and then was like crawling around in there and like looking down the thing.
What was wrong with me?
Dude, I was at
some sort of weird
the
protest.
Silver Lake Reservoir, and you know how they have the dog water fountain and the human water
Yeah,
fountain?
yeah.
I never understood why you don't see more homeless people washing their feet and their ass.
In the dog water
In
fountain?
the
Yeah, I
dog-
mean that's basically a bidet.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could just lean up against. You could
Yeah,
just
yeah,
lean
you
up
put your
against
ass
it.
up on the adult one, you put your feet down on the bottom. I
Yeah.
almost took a quick little bath.
You might have to come back there at night and see what's.
Yeah,
I
I know,
might have to
yeah,
come
it
back here at
feels
night
like-
and see what's cracking.
You ever, when you use a bidet, do you go cold or hot?
Hot.
See, I go ice cold, dude.
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah, I like it as hard as it can. I want it.
man.
I want it to be like a fucking like you know how the kids knock the fire hydrants off in New York.
Yeah, I wanted to go on. No,
Yeah, I
you,
want
you,
that
you,
shit blasting
you,
my ass.
that's crazy.
I know.
That's like better. That's like you may as well do that instead of drinking coffee.
Yeah.
You want ice cold water. I
Well,
mean,
you're
there are
off
certain
coffee. It makes sense.
there are certain situations where you could use the ice cold on your corn.
It
But
feels nice.
of course, it feels nice.
Dude, the
But
only-
it's the hot is the warm.
Yeah.
Unless you're taking like a spicy one, you know. If you get a spicy one,
Wait, what's better about the hot?
it's more.
It's
It's,
just
the same reason
soothing.
you don't do a cold shower.
Dude, cold showers raise your testosterone, dude.
So that's
why I'm such an alpha.
Yeah, because you use
Yeah.
cold water.
I take cold showers, dude.
No, I think that you could do. I think you
Are
could
you
go.
taking them cold showers?
No, hell no.
I finish off a cold shower, dude. I
I
go
do a-
hot,
I
hot,
do a
hot, and then the
finish
last
off.
like 2 minutes, I'm just like
I fucking lay down in the shower and weep like a baby.
sitting down in the shower. There, it is very nice, but there is just some, you don't want to get caught sitting down in
No,
the
no,
shower.
no.
That's you can't. You might
There's
get
no recovery.
Yeah,
from
you might
that.
get dumped.
better.
What?
I mean, you better get dumped.
Yeah.
I wouldn't respect a woman who
Yeah.
stayed with me after she saw me sitting in the shower.
Yeah, 'Cause
People
I've
do
done
weird
it,
shit in the
I've done it
bath
times
too.
too.
I don't.
People do weird shit in the bath.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't like. I used to love taking baths, but I know people like shit in the shower and stuff, and like people.
Who shits in the shower?
Joey Diaz shits in the shower. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
I heard.
he's people.
A guy who did cocaine for 45 years. Like I don't. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a difference between
Anybody else shit in the shower?
I don't know, man. I know people get sloppy. You know, you shit your pants or something. You got to wash off. You jump in
all
the
that's
shower.
different from like I shit
load.
in the shower.
There's also a difference
Like,
between a.
You have to, if you shit your pants, there's nowhere to go other than shower.
Yeah, well, that's why.
But I don't know anybody.
You're
who's
talking
like,
about doing a log in the. You're explaining like doing a log.
Yeah,
in the
like,
shower.
I've never heard
I'm
somebody
just
be like,
saying-
"Hey, can I take a shit?" And then you hear the shower turn on, and then they're just fucking shitting it. No, there's no way.
They're just.
I don't know,
oh
man.
my
I just
God, you
it
get caught
ruined a
with
bath for
Also,
me.
are
know?
you in a public bath? Like, why are
No,
you?
this is
Yeah,
my
you're taking a
family.
bath at the gym.
These are people I love.
You're sitting
you
down
know?
in the
bring your own
shower
little
at the
plug?
gym. Yeah. If you're sitting down in the shower at the gym, you have a lot. You have another thing coming.
Dude, that's confidence.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pure
you need to
confidence.
see that fucking STD video.
Yeah, the one they use.
Korean
yeah.
one.
They should just be playing that in their thing.
yeah.
No, dude, I don't like the showers, man. I don't
But-
like
but
the
the
bath-
gym
The
shower, I
only
don't like
people using the bath in your house are your family.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
And you
Sometimes-
raised these people.
I know. I don't know if somebody, you know,
You're doing weird shit in the
piss-
shower.
Yeah, I think
ain't
that
doing
you're a
any
weird
shit
guy.
in
You shit
the shower. No, I never shit in the shower. I've washed shit off in the
Of
shower, you know,
course.
but it ruined a bath for me. And
Did
now,
your
like,
wife have a baby in that bath?
no,
You're not a home birth.
We're not a
that
homesteader.
cool. We're not hip enough.
Well, it's either you're hipster or you're so Christian you don't go to hospitals.
Yeah. No, we're that's
Nah,
Christian Scientists.
if you're taking a
Yeah.
bath, you gotta hit the shower afterwards. You're not taking a bath to get clean.
It would be crazy to have a home birth though in like a pool or whatever.
Like a kiddie pool or like a public pool.
I mean, I prefer it to not be public, but just to watch the baby hit the breaststroke right when it comes out, because you know they can swim right away.
They do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they can like
You're-
breathe underwater. I swear to God.
Breathe
yeah.
underwater?
Yeah.
A
Oh,
little
with the
bit.
cord still on there?
Yeah.
Put it to the test.
But yeah, no, they've been in water the whole time. They're
Yeah.
breathing in water, and so if you birth them in, they'll just start swimming.
I guess please reply in the comments if you're seeing this.
Yeah.
Either
I know a
refute
girl who
or
had a home birth
confirm.
recently, and she's a hippie, but she's nice. But
I don't get that shit.
it seems
dude.
that's so scary.
When Jenny had the kids, she got the epidural, dude. It was like a fun time. It was so chill because of the epidural. She can feel anything. The doctor's doing what he's got to do down there with sewing and cutting and like
The ripping and the tearing.
yeah, the ripping
Sounds
and
like
the
he's, like,
tearing.
making it Afghan.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. You could have the guy. You would have thought the guy was just eating a hamburger or just doing something so benign and no, he's cutting my wife, and like I'm just like, he's like, well, so I seen the game. You a sports guy? Not much. And he's cutting. It's like Jesus. Yeah.
Stitching her back up.
I mean,
Wild.
if you're doing a home birth, there's got to be something in you got to check with your landlord, probably, right?
yeah. I mean, I would write that into my
And at least
agreements.
no home
Yeah,
birth.
yeah,
If you were a landlord, you'd be like, and just so you know, no home birth.
Yeah, no artificial bodies of water in the
Yeah.
thing, because a home birth they'll
They do it in the kiddie pool.
They inflate a kiddie pool, and it's like not like a kiddie pool. It's like a 4 foot high.
It's one of those
wall
Coleman
usually.
inflatable hot tubs.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
jets.
Usually the ones that I have watched. You know,
I
I,
would
I
t-
go to a lot of live home births.
Yeah.
I get bored.
You should be able. There should be a place Well, I guess that takes the joy out of it. That you do home birth, and you go and there's like little stadium seating, and it's like
Yeah.
you go in there, check it out.
Dude,
Pay a
Beyonce
couple
should have her
bucks.
kid at the
And
Hollywood
then everybody
Bowl.
who shows up, they should just shoot in the head.
Yeah, that should be. It should be like one of those things where
bait.
they promise you free Super Bowl tickets, and then it's because you have a warrant, and they show up and they arrest you.
Who wants to watch a live birth? You fucking pervert.
Yeah, yeah. I just what do people say are the positives of the home birth? They want it. It feels more natural.
I think that
I don't know.
if I had to guess, I don't know. You could ask Drew Morgan. He just had a home birth.
Really.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He was at pictures of him at the hospital.
No, she got something bad happened.
Let's-
She's fine now.
let's
She's
not.
fine
This
now.
isn't the topic of conversation.
Anyway, I'm gonna move. He posted about it. Though. I'm not blowing anybody up, but anyway.
So-
Well, that's the
But
only
what
reason
I-
you go to the hospital is so in case
but I
something
think
bad
there's-
happens.
I don't know if I had to guess the woo-woo perspective.
Yes.
On it would be that they were probably saying that it's such a cold and sterile environment that it's like traumatic for a baby to come
Yes.
into the world.
Yes.
In a hospital room, and there's something a little more like less traumatic. I'm just trying to guess what the hippie would say because I've
But
tried to.
wouldn't it be more traumatic
sex
for
with so
you,
many
for
of
the
them.
lady? For the lady,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give birth in my own home, because then I got to always be like, and there's where I felt.
That's how I feel about mushrooms. Every time I've ate mushrooms at my house, I don't want to live there ever again. Because like I look around and I go back to that place on mushrooms and it's like tainted forever for me.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That
I'm
makes
like,
sense.
I don't want to come back here.
But it's like that's where I felt the most intense pain in my entire life. Because
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
bring over a homie, like a lady, that's like what she does. Like you're not just
A lady homie?
Like if a lady, a home girl. But like let's say we were
Wait,
having
hold on.
if we were having a home birth, like me and Kelly, I wouldn't be like, just be me and her. Be like, all right, go.
Well, you have what do they call
A doula.
A doula?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like a person who specializes in home birth.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Are they like a
it's
doc-
midwife?
But are they like a chiropractor? They're a fake doctor.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's you
have-
have to get certifications to be a doula.
They do smudge the pussy with sage.
Where do you get the
As the
certification?
baby's
Though? A
coming up.
fucking
Probably
Grateful
on-
Dead parking lot.
Probably
A
online.
co-op grocery store.
Yeah.
yeah. You get it on fucking Shakedown Street.
yeah.
Yeah, if you buy enough utility size of those NOS containers, if you get like 4 of them, you can become a doula.
That's so insane.
No, there's been a couple of girls that I've known that are a little bit out there or whatever, and then you find out that they became a doula or they're, it always is that kind of woo-woo stuff where it's like, we want a soothing environment. Don't raise your voice. Everybody just
Yeah,
relax.
right, dude. I'm gonna be in there. I'm be like, oh, that's gonna go back, right,
Yeah.
Doc? You gotta swear to God. Dude, my dad fainted.
My dad too.
Fainted like,
I love the range of them. Your father's actually a pretty sensitive guy.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's a
He's
very
afraid of
sensitive-
needles. Remember that video
Yeah.
or that picture I sent you
Yeah.
of him getting his vaccine? He's looking the other way.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's looking the other way halfway because he's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And also he's like afraid of needles. And then whenever they were getting that, what was the thing that was really popular for a second whenever you had COVID to get like the not
Vitamin D.
No, but like the like shit you would get like the Regeneron kind of like stem
Oh.
cell shit.
I know what you're talking about. The shit Joe Rogan was taking.
Yeah. Because they were doing it for free for a second.
It was like a cocktail of shit.
Yeah, I hooked my parents up with it. My mom sent a fucking picture. They do it into your stomach. Or at least they did my dad. My mom sent me this gnarly picture of my dad getting this like fucking epidural needle into his stomach for that fucking COVID
Jesus.
shit. It was insane. I literally responded and said, "Why did you send this to me?"
You said it
what
to
is
us.
wrong with you?
Is Greg still sober?
Yeah. I think
good
he might
for
have
him.
gone a little bit back and forth, but I think
A little bit.
a
little bit back and
little
forth.
touch here, touch there. But yeah, apparently.
That's the nice thing about being, if you're an alcoholic, it's good to be an alcoholic to something like Bud Light. Because
he is brand loyal.
yeah, because you're not gonna, you can't go way. If you go way off the wagon, you're gonna have to drink a lot of Bud Lights.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been talking about on stage. It's like it is funny. It is funny to go to rehab for Bud Light. Like that is a funny thing. That's insane.
He never drinks liquor.
I've seen it a few times, and it goes. He literally immediately is like, "Whoa!" Like,
Yeah.
He looks like he's like his eyes go all fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, my dad's getting this thing now where like when he's drinking, like he slurs. He can't like a little bit, like not like wasted, but he sounds wasted way quicker. But he's fine. It's just like I don't know. Maybe the neuron.
Yeah,
Something's
yeah.
getting old.
Old guy.
Yes, he's getting this big lazy mealy mouth when he starts drinking.
Dude, your dad and Bruce's dad should do a podcast together.
I think we've talked about that before.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But
Or
it's
maybe
like-
we should just get them both on
Or we
the
should just
pod.
get him to do Oklahoma drills.
yeah, against each other.
Arm wrestle, like
Yeah.
masculine. Yeah, Oklahoma drills a football thing. That's illegal
So you
now.
both lay on your back like 10 yards from each other, and then you stand up and you just run at each other and hit each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
one person
yeah.
person has the ball and the other person.
We used to do that in marching band.
Yeah.
All right,
with the-
flutes versus tubas. Let's go.
No,
By the
you know,
way,
Tuba would fuck flute up.
you talking about that big guy who the coach would always talk about. It was his dream player or whatever. Like,
do you have Down syndrome?
Yeah.
There was a kid that was very socially awkward that played the piccolo, and the football coach, when we'd be marching on the field, we'd always see him go over and talk to Terry. He'd go and be like, "It wasn't going." And Terry'd be like, he couldn't make eye contact. He's just like, I don't. And then he'd go in and play the flute. Dude was like 6'10".
Was he a good flautist?
I mean, he was great.
He's 6'10". He's bringing it.
He was huge.
That's
and-
6'10" worth of air.
And he was
Yeah.
a big guy,
Big
like
lungs.
a big guy too. Like, and he would be. It was just so silly. There was two piccolo players that were the biggest guys in the
What's
school.
the piccolo again?
The small flute that's
yeah.
literally like this big. It's the highest pitch.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And then we had these petite little stubby little girls that
So
played
you had like a
the
6'10"
sousaphone.
guy with Down syndrome like a piccolo?
I think it was more autism.
Oh,
But
oh, oh,
yeah. Because he
Is it
was.
still called Down syndrome? I feel like it's been that for so long.
I don't
that-
know.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
Down
still called
syndrome
Down
is the
syndrome.
correct.
You know,
thing.
it just feels like when a term has been used for so long, like eventually it's like just it has
Well,
to
Down syndrome is
change.
the new thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Like
queer
that- it's
now.
Newer.
You're
Down
supposed
syndrome
to
is the
use-
queer. It's before that. It was.
No,
it
we
was
all-
retarded.
No, I heard Down syndrome when I was a kid.
Of course, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, Down syndrome is the new age thing. It's just stuck
Well,
around
it's
for.
yeah,
it's the medical term for you know.
Yeah, yeah. but
It's
it-
the new medical term because
Well, like
the medical
moron
term,
was a medical term. You know, things
Yeah.
change.
You're right.
So I just feel like I'm old, so I feel like any term I use is probably like
Dude, buddy.
On the way
Yeah,
out.
I
terms
feel
only
ya.
change because it starts getting used as an insult, right?
yeah. Down syndrome's a tough one to throw at you.
Yeah, that nobody's being like you. God, you
Remember
down.
Norm did that?
What?
Norm was on Howard Stern apologizing for the Louis thing when the Netflix show was coming out, and he goes, of course I have empathy for the victim. You'd have to be you'd have to have Down syndrome.
But yeah, I mean,
But that's what happens. Just getting old. That's what
I
you
know,
do.
but I still think he was trying to be funny at that time.
Yeah, probably.
I really do.
Dude, I love Norm's bit about one of the 9/11 bits. He goes, I remember that. I remember crawling through
Blood and bone.
blood and bone and ash looking for my brother. He was in northern Canada.
yeah, no. I mean, that's like with anything though. It's like because queer has kind of made a comeback.
Yeah, well, you're
Queer's
supposed to
back.
say it's like a specific thing.
But there was a second where
Queer is a one syllable gender fluid. I think it's like a quicker way to say gender fluid.
Yeah, but
and I
queer-
think everybody has to admit that that's the most disgusting. Gender fluid just sounds gross.
yeah, but queer
Yeah.
the
You got a little gender fluid on your jeans. That's an Evan Cassidy joke.
Queer-
yeah. I thought gender fluid meant cum. Like, hey, buddy, you got a little gender fluid on your jeans.
if you look at a chart like of usage of queer, it would go way up and then it would go down.
Go down.
And then now it's like in the middle because now it's like they're queer, he's queer. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody is a queer.
And then you go, good. You go, that's good. Yes, excellent.
Like nobody is a queer anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone is just
Yeah,
queer.
yeah, that is the big difference. You put that little, like, because in New England, queer is everybody says that. I don't know
Queer.
what they're doing now, but
Yeah.
back in the day, everybody was a queer. But
Yeah.
queer, it's just crazy. Your hair changes if you say a queer to queer.
What's funny is my dad has been. I think my dad was.
If you say a queer, your hair grows like Theo Vaughn. If
Yeah.
you say
Yeah.
queer, your hair grows in like Theo Vaughn.
My dad. My
It
dad.
changes color. Yeah.
My dad would say people were queer, but he
Yeah.
meant it as a queer.
yeah, my grandfather said that. He said, "Do you bleep stuff out here?"
We can, yeah.
Because he would be like, I remember one time he was saying, "Oh, this sissy is queer." He goes, "You guys say."
Hawaiian noises.
yeah. You kids nowadays.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Sissy. Sissy had a moment.
Yeah.
Sissy's an older one. Like my grandfather, Sissy was the main.
Yeah.
Because I remember he told me that when he was a cab driver, he said he goes, there's some perverted little sissy downtown that will give you $5 a slap on the ass. And so,
Slap him on the ass or slap you on the ass?
No. You put this guy on your lap and you spank him, and he gives you $5 a spank.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I'd stay there all day.
Yeah, dude. My grandfather said, I got $50-$60 on this.
I'd bankrupt the guy.
Yeah.
That's
Go downtown Portland, I forget the neighborhood, Old Port. Go down to Old Port, and this sissy lays in your lap, and you spank him for $5 a slap. By the way, $5 a slap. This is pre-Biden.
Yeah.
This is when $5 meant something.
Yeah. That's great.
By the way, all the gas pumps in the area of
Biden.
Sunland, it has a sticker of Biden pointing at the gas, and it says, "I did that."
Did
Yeah.
you?
So great.
I,
talk about price
I peeled
gouging.
one. I
So
peeled one of
insane.
those off whenever we were coming. But me and Torrio were coming back from Santa Cruz.
Oh,
we were
wow.
somewhere like by Button Willow, and or maybe outside of there because there was like a sign that was like a slip and fall warning. So it was like a
Yeah.
stick figure guy like slipping on a thing and falling down. And I peeled it off the gas pump and I put it onto that thing. Because then it's just true.
Wow.
Gangster.
I
Yeah,
did
because
that.
it's like I did that,
slipped
and it's
and
like
fell.
he
Little
did.
social
He
commentary.
did do
from
that.
Bruce Gray.
Yeah. He technically did do that. Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap it up, boys. But Brian, thanks for coming on. Is Concrete Kicks still going?
Yeah, we just started up again.
Hell yeah,
Took a
co-
little break. It's a lot of work.
Willie Simon, Jackson Banks, hilarious. Jackson's nude most of every episode, which is absolutely
He threatens to kill us
fantastic.
every episode, but this last one, it was very funny because he did it so apathetically where he pulled out a knife. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking kill you.
Kill you.
Yeah.
Jackson Banks, the king of the pickup.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, guys, if you the king of the pickup,
pickup artist.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Keep it inside. All right, folks, go leave a rate, review, subscribe, follow us on all the social medias. We got the YouTube channel. You know, we need those ratings and all that stuff, so we appreciate it. Bruce, anything?
No, I don't quite know when my Don't Tell thing's coming out. Maybe. Might be up.
Yeah,
I'll
Bruce's
plug it
full
in.
set of Don't
plug it in
Tell
the intro.
is
Doing a
coming
weekend
soon.
in Houston, December 7th and 8th at the Comedy Space in Houston, Texas.
Hell yeah.
And I'll be in Austin the week before that. And then December 16th, I'll be at the Punk Rock Museum with Chris Estrada in Las Vegas.
There you go.
Hell yeah. All right, folks, we'll see you next week.